3, 2.
But I need to see like a picture of me first, and then I can hype myself up. Wow, I look really good. It's not even fair. It's not even fair. Everybody's gonna be like, ooh.
Yeah, sure.
Humble.
Okay, you want to introduce yourself? Tell me your name.
Hi, I'm Janelle Rachan, and I am 29 years old. We grew up Roman Catholic and went to church every Sunday, did the whole go to church, get baptized, first communion kind of stuff, Sunday school. I definitely don't think I had a relationship with Jesus, not at all. And then kind of eventually begged my parents to stop bringing us to church. My only purpose for high school was to be cool. Didn't really care about my studies, loved just hanging out with people and doing the teenage stuff, drinking on the weekends, smoking pot. Got really into that kind of stuff, the party scene, and definitely felt lost. I definitely felt lost. My sister gotten saved and she moved back to Winnipeg that summer, and she was talking to me a lot about this Jesus guy, and I remember telling her, like, you're crazy, like, what's going on? But I was always intrigued. I wanted to know what she fell in love with. We went to go to the lake a few weeks later, and we were driving in the car, and I remember praying to myself, and I was saying, hey, like, Jesus, if you're real, if you are who you say you are, just tell me you love me. 5 minutes later, we went to go for a bathroom break, and my sister started laughing in the stall, and she kind of just said, hey, Jesus loves you. And I remember like just electricity hitting my heart. And I remember just being like, why are you saying that? Why are you saying that? And she was laughing. She's like, because it's written on the bathroom stall. And I remember just like being so blown away. And we were driving back, and I was like, Steph, like, I need to go to church. Like, we need to go. So I explained to her what happened. And that following Sunday, we ended up going to church. About a year after I felt called to go do some mission work at an organization called YWAM, Youth with a Mission, for about 3 years. Because I was a year in my faith before going into missions, I never really established a community. And so that was really hard for me when I would come back and not have a community of people that I can process with what I've been through, because I was going through so much. And so it was really hard. I would come back and I would do what I know best, and that was drinking and smoking pot. And then I would feel called to go back to missions, and then I would go. So that happened for about 3 years, even after I came back in 2019. I knew that I was called back to Canada, that I needed to stay to Canada, but I needed to find a community and I needed to find a church. And a few months later, Rose Church ended up doing launch videos just stating what they're all about. And I remember seeing some familiar faces there. So I texted them. They helped me. They gave me Pastor Mark and Roberta's contact number, and I got hold of them. And we were asking, like, I was asking them questions. I wanted to know more. And they were like, hey, do you want to be part of this team? And I remember, like, I didn't want to, but I just said yes. And I was like, sure. And then a few weeks later, I met with Pastor Roberta, and she was like, hey, I would love for you to lead the welcome team. And I remember saying no. I just wanted to observe. I wanted to see what church was really about. And I said yes. I don't know why. I just said yes. And I've been on team since, and it's been fantastic. I've seen so much growth in myself and how God can use me. And so that confidence of like, hey, Jesus, you can use anybody, including me, but as long as I give it to you and allow you to work in my life, I feel like that whole thing has enriched my relationship with Jesus and just makes me like so excited to continue to go forth. And like, what else do you have for me? How else can I pour into other people, and how can they impact me? So it has just been so cool to see. That has been a huge answer to prayer. The relationships that I've built, some mentors, some people who have just poured over me, who has helped me so much to grow in my relationship with Jesus and to break free from the things that were holding me back previous to Jesus. Rose Church became home, especially through building relationship. I believe like that was a huge answer to my prayer, just because I was gone for so long, and every time I would come back from missions, I always felt like I wanted that community to just do life with. And so I feel like since being at Rose, I've built like amazing friendships and just other people through other teams, and it's just has been truly incredible. And just having this life with Jesus and like the journey and like how much has changed in me and just things around me has been incredible. And what's so amazing is that other people have seen that, people who have known me previous to Jesus and people that have know me now with Jesus. Like, you've emceed in church, like that's incredible. Like, I would have never thought you, Janelle, are speaking in front of a crowd of people. So it's been so cool to see how God has used my testimony to just impact other people.